Have you ever noticed how astronauts look like they're weightless in space? Does that mean that they don't have any weight? And also, have you noticed that in an elevator, when it starts up, that you feel a little heavier than normal, and sometimes you feel a little lighter than normal? How does that work? Today in our video, we're going to investigate these questions. First, let's start with an elevator. Let's say that our elevator is going upward, and our system is the person that is in the elevator. So we have two forces here, and when you're solving these problems, the first thing you want to do is to draw a force diagram. So what forces do we have? Well, we have gravity force down, and we have normal force up. Now let's start with the situation where this person is going up at constant speed. So at constant speed, the normal force and the gravity force would be equal, and the acceleration would be 0. Using Newton's second law, F equals ma, our net force would be N minus mg equal to ma. And I'm setting up positive, and you can define up or down positive, but I'm going to set it in the direction of the acceleration. Since it's not accelerating, this part is going to be g. Let's start with an elevator problem. So this person in the elevator is going up. And let's say that this person is going up at a constant speed. And if the person is going at constant speed, we know that the forces should be balanced. Now, what forces are acting on this person? Well, we have gravity force, mg, and we have normal force. And I'm going to draw our system boundary. Our system is the person inside. Since the person is going at constant speed, the acceleration is going to be 0. Using Newton's second law, net force equals ma, we have N minus mg equals to ma. Now, because the acceleration is 0, I'm just going to set 0 right here. And so the normal force. Let's start with an elevator problem. Let's say that this person is going up the elevator, and we want to find the normal force on the person. First, we got to indicate our system. So our system is going to be this person. And next, we're going to draw a force diagram. Because this person's going at constant speed, we know the forces are balanced. Now, what forces are acting on this person? Well, we have gravity force going down, and we have normal force going up. Because the person's going at constant speed, the acceleration would be 0. And we can write an equation using Newton's second law. F net force equals ma. The net force will be the normal force minus the gravity force. And because the acceleration is 0, we can set that equal to 0. So the normal force is going to equal mg. All right, so that should probably make sense because the person's going at constant speed, so the normal force is equal to mg since the forces are balanced. Now let's say that the person is speeding up, and the person is going up. So the forces now are going to be unbalanced. We're going to have an acceleration in the up direction. Gravity force will be the same. And now the normal force is going to be greater. Using Newton's second law, we can write the equation, the normal force minus mg is equal to ma. Now we're looking for the normal force. What is the normal force going to be? So the normal force is going to equal, I'm going to add mg on both sides, and we get mg plus ma. So what is the significance here? Well, when the person is in the elevator, not moving or moving at constant speed, the normal force is equal to mg. But notice here, the normal force is not simply equal to mg, but is equal to mg plus ma. So that acceleration increases that force here. So this person is going to feel heavier. And this is one of the big ideas here, that how a person feels as far as heavier or lighter has to do with the normal force. Now let's look at what happens when they're slowing down. So this person is going up, but slowing down. Now the acceleration will be downward. What do you think the force diagram will look like? Well, the gravity force is going to be the same since the person's weight didn't change, but the normal force is going to be shorter or less than the gravity force because the person is accelerating downward. So the net force needs to be going down. Using Newton's second law, we can write the equation mg minus the normal force equals to ma. Notice here, I'm making down positive. You could define up positive as long as you're consistent, but I'm going to make down positive. I'm solving for n. I'm going to add n on both sides, subtract ma on both sides, and that gives me n is equal to mg minus ma. Now remember that when we're going at constant speed or not moving, the normal force is equal to the gravity force and their balance. But notice, take a look right here. What happens over here? Over here, we're subtracting ma. So when the acceleration is down, we're going to subtract this ma, and that's going to cause the person to feel lighter. So the key idea here is that a person will feel heavier if the acceleration is upward, and the person will feel lighter if the acceleration is downward. All right, let's go through an elevator ride, but this time we're going to go down. We're going to start with constant speed, and our system is the person in the elevator. Because the person is going at constant speed, the forces are balanced. The acceleration is equal to 0. Using Newton's second law, our equation is normal force minus mg is equal to 0. Subtracting or adding mg on both sides, we get that the normal force equals mg. Now, if we are speeding up on the way down, we have an unbalanced force. Our acceleration is downwards, and using Newton's second law, we have the equation mg minus n equals ma. I'm making down positive, and once again, you can define up or down positive, but I'm going to define down positive because that's the direction of my acceleration. Next, I'm going to isolate n. I'm going to add n on both sides, then subtract ma on both sides, and we get that the normal force equals mg minus ma. Notice the significance here is that normally our normal force is equal to mg if the elevator is not moving or moving at constant speed. But because it's accelerating downward, we're subtracting ma from mg, and so we're going to be feeling lighter than normal. On our way down, if we're slowing down, that means our acceleration will be upward, and using Newton's second law, we write our equation, normal minus mg equals ma. We're going to isolate the normal force by adding mg on both sides, and we get that the normal force is equal to mg plus ma. Notice that we're adding this ma to the mg, and so the person is going to feel heavier than normal. And remember that how we feel heavier or lighter has to do with the normal force that's acting on us. And also note that whenever the acceleration is downward, we feel lighter than normal. And whenever the acceleration is upward, we feel heavier than normal. And this is true whether the elevator is going down or the elevator is going up. So what does it mean to feel weightless? We've all seen astronauts seem to float in space, but does that mean that they have no gravity force pulling on them? And the answer is no. There still is gravity force pulling on them. And the reason that they're feeling weightless is because there is no support force. This would be the same situation where if you have an elevator and the cable for some reason breaks off, your normal force would be 0. Let's go ahead and analyze this using Newton's second law. So Newton's second law states that the net force equals ma. And let's say that you have your gravity force, which is mg, and normally we have a normal force, so mg minus the normal equals ma. Okay, let's take a look at what happens if your normal force is 0. So if this is 0, we end up with mg is equal to ma. So what is your acceleration? Your acceleration is simply, the m's cancel out. Your acceleration is simply g, the acceleration due to gravity. So an astronaut does have a gravity force pulling down on it. The astronaut does have weight, but the astronaut feels weightless because there is no normal force or no support force pulling up on the person. Same thing as if you were in an elevator. If the cable broke and the elevator is falling as fast as you're falling, then there's no normal or support force pushing you up, and so you feel weightless. Sometimes we refer to this as apparent weight, but basically, if there's no normal force, you're going to feel weightless. Let's take a look at an elevator problem with some numbers. So we have this person in an elevator standing on a bathroom scale. I know that sounds weird, but let's say that they're on a bathroom scale. And we want to know what is the scale reading of the bathroom scale as this person is going upward. So the velocity is up and accelerating upward with an acceleration of 2 meters per second squared. So with a problem like this, or any force problem, it's usually helpful to draw a force diagram. So what forces are acting on this person? Well, we have gravity force going down, and we have normal force going up. And the normal force, which is the bathroom scale pushing up on this person, is going to be greater than the gravity force. Why? Because the acceleration is upward. So using Newton's second law, F equals ma, we're going to write the equation N minus mg is equal to ma. And we're looking for the scale reading, and the scale reading is telling us our normal force. So basically, it's asking for the normal force. So we're going to isolate the normal force. So the normal force is equal to mg plus ma. Right away, you could tell that this person's feeling heavier than normal because we're taking mg plus ma. And now we're going to substitute. All right, substituting the values that we were provided, we get 70 times 9.8 plus 70 times 2, and we get 826 newtons. And comparing this to what the person normally feels when the elevator is at rest or at constant speed, the person's normal force, or mg, is 686 newtons. So when this person is accelerating upwards, they will feel heavier than usual. Now let's take a look at a problem where the elevator is going up, but the acceleration is down. Once again, we're going to start with a force diagram. Which force do you think is going to be greater, gravity or the normal force? So I'm going to start with gravity force here, and because it's accelerating downward, the normal force has to be less than the gravity force. So I'm going to draw a shorter arrow there. Using Newton's second law, F equals ma, I'm going to write mg minus the normal force is equal to ma. So I'm defining down as positive. Once again, you can define up or down positive, but since acceleration is down, I'm going to define down positive. Next, I'm going to isolate the n. Since I'm looking for the scale reading, that's basically the normal force, I am going to add n on both sides, subtract ma on both sides, and we get that the normal force is equal to mg minus ma. Can you tell already whether or not this person will feel heavier or lighter than usual? You notice that there's a minus ma right there. So we expect this person to feel lighter than usual. M is 70, G is 9.8, minus 70 times 1.5. Okay, and we get 581. Now, what would this person feel normally when they're at rest? Well, they would feel 686 newtons because that's mg. And so you can see indeed that this value here, this normal force here, is less than what they usually feel. All right, let's wrap up with some common mistakes. Number one, normal force is equal to mg, gravitational force. Is this always true? The answer is no. It's only true if the acceleration is 0, and this occurs if the system is not moving or if it's moving at a constant speed. Number two, going up always feels heavier, and that's not true. You feel heavier if the acceleration direction is up, or you feel lighter if the acceleration direction is down. So it's the acceleration direction that matters. Number three, weightlessness means no gravity force. And that's not true either, because weightlessness doesn't mean that there's no gravity force. There is still gravity force pulling on the object. It's just that there is no normal force pushing up on the object.